Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another author chat for the Moment for Moms Volume 4 anthology book. This evening, we are talking to co-author Jvonne Belle. This evening, my co-host is the visionary Miss Juanita Woodson. And we are going to let Miss Belle introduce herself. If you can tell us the name of your chapter and who you are as a mother, because only you could give that type of introduction that can for you. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. So, hey guys, I am Jvonne. So, my chapter is called A Mama with Trauma. I originate from Springfield, South Carolina. I am a single mom of an 11-year-old named Riley who keeps me extremely busy. So, me as a mom, I would personally say that I'm pretty lit. Like, I'm a very fun mom, but at the same time, I'm very strict, stern, loving. I have a little bit of patience, not a lot, but Riley, she'll tell you we have a good time. So that's me pretty much in a nutshell as a mom. Like I'm very reassuring, very calm, a little bit of patience, fun, exciting, but also very stern when need to be.
Okay, I like it that you're lit, a little lit.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the name of your chapter is Mama with Trauma, correct?
Right.
Okay. Miss Juanita.
All right. So in your chapter, you describe waking up unable to breathe. So a moment that changed everything. So can you share what that experience marked for you emotionally and spiritually, especially as a mother?
That particular experience was very scary. I entered in a place that was pretty much unknown. By at that time, me being so young, it was my 33rd birthday on that exact date. So I didn't know what was happening to my body. I know that I had been sick for a while and the hospital was trying to figure out what was wrong. Nobody had any answers for me. So on that particular day, when I wasn't able to catch my breath and I noticed that my breathing was declining and declining rapidly, it was extremely scary because like I said, I'm a single mom. So if I were to take that last breath seriously, what will life be like for my daughter? I have a great support system, but at the same time, there's no love like your mother's love. So for me, it was extremely scary. I didn't know what God had in store for me at that particular point in time. I do know that prior to, I asked him a very serious question and he did exactly what I asked. I said to him to show me who you are. So at that particular point in time, he took the life out of me and then restored it back in his own special way. But it was extremely scary, tough. A million thoughts ran through my head when it came to my child, her well-being, my well-being. Will I make it? So it took a lot of prayer in that specific moment. Like, God, please don't let this be it. But yeah.
Okay. So you talk about living with trauma while still trying to be present for your daughter. What has been one of the hardest parts of mothering while healing?
The hardest part is on those days where I'm not able to show up for her. There has been a lot of days where I was extremely depressed or extremely stressed out, annoyed very easily. Like the simplest thing would make me just want to just raise my voice and yell. So during that time, that's when I realized that I needed help because I wasn't the person that I was before. So I went through like very extensive therapy that was called trauma therapy specifically. And that really helped me with day-to-day life because to me, it was unbearable to live with me. So if I felt that way, I knew that, she felt that way. So in order for us to be able to be in the same house, under the same roof and be able to be together, I knew that I had to get help, not just for me, but also for her because she has her own trauma as well. And it wasn't fair to her for me to be the one to take my issues out on her. So I just took a moment to breathe and made sure I got myself some help so that I could be right for her as well. But it was a hard journey. I had to face pretty much every piece of trauma that I ever walked in life. piece by piece, and then I had to face it head on by being in those environments and, talking through it and recording myself and all of that stuff. But it was what I needed to do in order to help her and help myself as well.
Wow. Wow. I really appreciate your honesty, your transparency. So you are very honest, especially in your chapter, right? You talk about trusting God while still struggling at times. So what has your faith journey looked like throughout this healing process?
It has been a rough journey. I will say that, if you guys ever know or ever seen people that are outside doing double dutch, how they're just back and forth, that's
Mhm.
pretty much what me and God was doing. We were back and forth. It was just one of those things where I told him I completely trust him and I give him all control, but at the same time, his control didn't look like what my control looked like. So oftentimes I'm in that battle with him, like, do I really want to do it this way or have it that way? And I just had to learn to release what I thought was the right thing, which was me controlling it, which it wasn't, and trust him fully and wholeheartedly and lean in on him. But it was definitely a battle because it was a long time before me and God had that relationship again. I grew up in a church from a infant, always in church, on the choir, Bible study, like knew the Bible from front to back. But when my grandmother's passed in the same year, 2 months apart in 2012, I pretty much gave up all hope. I stopped going to church. I stopped talking to God. I just was just so mad and angry. And it took that particular incident for me to realize I'm nothing without him. My life is nothing without him. I have to surrender. I have to give up all control and fully trust him and see things his way and get back into his good graces as well and relearn who God is and who I am as a person with my religion. So it was a battle, but a battle well fought. And me and God now, we were like the best of homies. So we here now.
That is great. So, for the mom watching who feels overwhelmed right now, what is one practical tool or habit that has helped you regulate your emotions and keep going?
Breathing. My therapist gave me a breathing exercise where I would inhale for 4 seconds and exhale for 6. And I think that has helped me tremendously because I'm one of those people, like if something annoys me or bothers me, I'm quick to just snap or pop off about it. But now when I take that moment to just breathe in, hold it for a little bit, and let it out. Like I feel like I'm releasing so much, and that truly, truly helps me. Like I do that exercise, I don't know how many times a day, but it helps me tremendously.
I need to try that throughout my days.
Yes, Juanita,
Breathing
yes, I'm
is
telling you,
help.
it's a lifesaver.
Breathing is helpful. It does help. It
I'm
grounds you.
It does. I'm naturally
Yes,
a pretty calm, patient person, but sometimes you could just have those moments where it's like, who saw you feel overstimulated? So
yes, and
thank
it
you
makes
so
you think a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that. So we do want to make sure that the viewers know how to connect with you, right? So how can viewers connect with you and where can they purchase a copy of the book from you?
So I am on Facebook at Jvonne Belle, which is J V as in Victor, ONNE, B as in boy, ELLE. Within my Facebook page, I have the link in my bio to be able to go to the website to purchase my book. You can also find me on Instagram at Jvonne_J. And then my email, which is JvonneBelle@gmail.com.
Thank you. Okay, so before we close, what is one final word of encouragement you would leave with a mother who feels like she's still healing and trying to find her footing?
So for this part, I had to write this one down, y'all, because I feel like this was really, really good. I was like, I don't want to miss a word. So for any of the moms out there that are healing and going through your own struggles, this is what I would say to you. Healing doesn't mean that you're broken. It means that you cared deeply enough to be changed. Finding your footing after everything you've been through takes time, and that time is not failure; it's an act of courage. Even on the days when you feel unsure, your steady presence and willingness to show up is just enough. That's all you need. So Be gentle with yourself. Roots grow quietly before anything blooms. So just give yourself grace, ladies.
Yes. So, I'm going to, after this, I'm going to reach out to you when we finish and say, now, ma'am, what are we doing with that? I love that.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Yes, that is so needed and necessary. That is good. I love it. Yes. All right. So, my duty, because I want to make sure, because last time I think I hit close and I did not share what is next. So I want to make sure that I don't forget to share what is next. So we want to make sure that you tune in. So January 12th, 2026, we're getting ready to go into the new year. We have 2 upcoming author chats. So on January 12th, we will go live with co-author Miss Sherilyn, and then we will have co-author Miss Terry as well. So those will be hosted by, we'll have Dr. Tiffany hosting, and I'll be co-hosting. And then we will also, so I want to make sure, so our January Moments for Moms virtual meetup will be the Hope Summit, right? So we will have, so our host today, one of our speakers for the Hope Summit, Miss Paula. Yes, many of our other co-authors, Dr. Tiffany, Miss Terry, Dr. Yolanda West. Who am I forgetting? Did I name everyone?
I think you named everyone.
Valencia as well.
Yeah, Valencia, yes.
Yes. So we'll have our co-authors from Moments for Moms who will be speaking at the Hope Summit on January 24th at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you don't want to miss that. Registration is free, but required. So that will be our January Moments for Moms virtual meetup. And then, of course, time is winding down, ladies, moms. We want to see you at the 2026 Moments for Moms Legacy Unlocked Conference in Williamsburg, Virginia, March 20th and 21st. We want to see you there. So registration is still happening. You can register online, www.m4mlegacyunlock.com. We'll share the link in the chat. You can connect with us online, Instagram, we are M4M Legacy Unlocked. Facebook, you can connect with us, Moments for Moms Legacy Unlocked. And then once again, our website is www.m4mlegacyunlocked.
Thank you, Bonita. And thank you all for tuning in to another author chat. As Juanita said, we'll have our next one on January 12th. And again, make sure you register for the Hope Summit. Join us in Williamsburg. Grab a copy of Moments for Moms Volume 4. And connect with us on all of the social media platforms. And again, thank you for tuning in. And we will see you on the next author chat. Bye.
Yeah.